Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today we'll be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Capricorn. I absolutely adore Capricorn for the month of August 2024. As you know, this is a general reading, so there are parts that will not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. I do want to say that the month of August is going to be very, very interesting. You're going to feel like you are coming into your power, because you are coming into your power. You are leveling up in your leadership, you're leveling up in your dominance, because you do have experience, but you also have great ideas and creativity and an unusual eye, meaning you see certain perspectives that other people miss. And so this is definitely going to be a month that's going to shake you up, because on the exterior, so on the outside of you, things are going to be happening that may have an influence on your day-to-day situation, but at the same time you are claiming your power, and so you're rising to the top because you have great inner strength, because you look on the inside for the strength and for your inner guidance and for your intuition. So this is really going to be one of those months that you're going to remember for a very long time, because there will be a leveling up like you have not experienced before. The reason it is going to be difficult is because you're going to have to be very, very careful in making decisions and handling situations, because situations are, it's a sensitive month where you have to really pay attention and handle things in a way that allows you to be sensitive to different people and situations, so that you can make sure you get the most advantage out of that. But we do see that in the recent past you've been focused on creating more stability and more security for yourself, because you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely you were focused on creating opportunities, creating possibilities, pursuing things where you can increase your abundance. And it's important to remember that abundance comes in many different forms. It's not just cash in your checking account. It's also opportunities where you can pursue something that will in return bring about a nice windfall. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles together tells me that you have started to really look at yourself a lot more seriously, and you kind of realize that you are not just just kind of haha, here I am. No, you're someone that has a lot of power, that people pay attention to, someone that has good judgment skills, someone that is able to see different perspectives, and so people respect your opinion. And I think when you started taking yourself more seriously, that reflected in other people taking you more seriously as well. But you've been working steadily and steadfastly on a financial improvement for sure, which definitely is paying off for you. You've been paying attention to the details, you've been putting in the time and the effort and the energy in creating something that is what you want to see, what you want to physically manifest, and a lot of it has already has come to fruition, because you're such a hard worker, Capricorn. And you do stay committed to the task at hand, like you won't let it go until you reach the outcome you want to see, and you have a very clear idea about the outcome that you want to see. And you're like a dog with a bone. You're not going to let it go until it comes about, which is absolutely great. You are very tenacious, you're very committed, and people respect you for it as well. You're very dependable, and your opinion is very important, because because you've been through the motions, you've been through different phases, and you stood the test of time, and you continue to persevere, which is absolutely a wonderful thing. Now, in the obstacle position, we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So this is interesting because it's comes across as manipulative energy. There, you may be feeling bad for someone, and so you may be trying to do things to help them or to appease them or to make them feel better about themselves. Be careful with that because you don't want to allow people like when you help that person isn't learning their karmic lesson. So it's important to be helpful, but to a certain degree, and make sure you're not helping someone simply because of compassion. There has to be something else, something significant that kind of motivates you and drives you to help. You may be doing too much or not enough in the month of August. With the twos, you have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Usually when you have the twos in tarot, it talks, especially in the obstacle position, it talks about lack of balance or imbalance, going, too hard one way or going too hard the other way. So you want to make sure you bring in balance into your life. And that means having strong boundaries, even with the closest people. Apologies while I take a sip of hot tea. I'm kind of feeling sick a little bit today, so I'm trying to take it easy. But the balance with the twos in tarot is usually off, and so you want to make sure that you take care of yourself first, rather than your husband or your wife, your son or your daughter, your mom or your dad, your grandparents, your friends, whoever. You want to make sure that you are taking care of you. Self-care should be your number one priority in the month of August, because let me tell you something, the month of August astrologically, holy shit. I mean, I listen to astrologers, and I mean, there's one lady, I think her name is Joni Patry. You can look her up on YouTube. I mean, she's just saying there's not going to be an election, there's going to be an all-out war, prepare yourself, the world is ending, and obviously I don't just pay attention to one astrologer. I have looked at other astrologers from other countries, from Europe, from India, from many different, from Latin America, from many different places, and they all agree that the month of August, maybe not as Joni Patry puts it, I don't really like that lady. She's kind of, I don't like the fact that she's trying to make shocking statements for ratings. It bothers me because it's important to make sure to remind people that you are in charge, because of your great inner strength. When you look to exterior authority, that diminishes your strength. You always have to look to interior authority, inner authority, I should say. And so it's important to beware of the month of August. But yeah, there's a lot going on. There's all kinds of different planetary movement. There's Jupiter and Saturn. There's, I think Mars is in Taurus. I think Mercury's going retrograde. Something's happening with Algol. Something's happening with like Lilith, I think. But there's all kinds of, and Pluto as well. So there's all kinds of things happening. So self-care is number one priority because we see the old system crumbling down. The old way of thinking, looking to outside authority, looking at, government to tell you how to live your life, or looking at, local government, or looking at some kind of authority, even, teachers or doctors or what have you. All those big companies, big tech companies, they're coming down because a lot of big tech companies companies in Silicon Valley are based on imaginary value, and they don't really have any value. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the background that's going to affect you and people around you. And so it's important to stay strong and stay committed to the inner core and take self-care very seriously. You have to meditate. You have to stare at a candle. Turn off the devices. Turn off the phone, the TV, the radio. I mean, everything, and sit in silence, and do what you can to make sure you have balanced energy. And for example, I'm a psychic, and I've been doing this for about 5 years, which is not a very long time, but I've been consistently training, and even for me at times it can be a little hard. So my advice is definitely make sure to do self-care throughout the month of August. There's some kind of disagreement with a loved one regarding money. There's some kind of disagreement with money in terms of your family or people that you consider to be your family. Sometimes friends are considered family. Somebody is upset. There's a certain disconnect and there's a certain imbalance when it comes to how you are investing money, or how that other loved one is investing money. And so there is going to be a little bit of a conflict when it comes to that. You may find yourself being overly busy and juggling a lot of things in the month of August, trying to keep the balance with this other person. And so again, make sure it is not at the cost of you. Make sure it is not at the cost of you losing inner peace. Your inner peace should be priority, because when you have that, you're able to quickly identify different situations and quickly troubleshoot them, quickly come up with a solution, and quickly sort of get that squared away, if you will. But it's not anything major. Yes, there is a disagreement, but I don't see a Three of Swords. I don't see a Tower. I don't see the Devil. I don't see anything super scary. It's okay to have disagreements. Sometimes they actually increase your bond. They make it stronger. And it's a teaching experience as well. It allows you to grow with this other person, whether it is your counterpart, or whether it is someone in your family that you love very much. But like I mentioned, you are leveling up. You have a lot of power because you have the Empress card here in the present position. The good thing is that this type of power is more of a soft kind of power. It's not as like militaristic, emperor type of power, because emperor is masculine power, the Empress is feminine. It's more soft power. It's power through convincing people through conversation, and argument and communication, rather than using your sword to enforce the law, if you will. The Empress is very astute and very acutely aware of how people feel around her. So you're going to be picking up on different vibrations in the month of August quite easily, and you're going to be able to know how they feel. You're going to be able to understand what motivates them. You're going to be able to kind of relate to them on a whole different level. And with the King of Wands in the clarifying position, it definitely tells me that your leadership skills are leveling up. The King of Wands is highly magnetic, and so is your energy in the month of August. People love you. People adore you. People are drawn to you. Your opinion is very important to others. In my life, every Capricorn I've ever met, I could not do without. They're always helpful, and they're, there for me to reach out anytime, even if I haven't talked to them in a long time. I still think of them, and I still wonder what would they, tell me to do. So Capricorns are very, very important people in the zodiac, and so definitely you are leading people forward. You are taking the responsibility of leadership onto your shoulders, and it is very important for you to pay attention and to be in the know, because you want to make sure that you lead people where they benefit, and so this is why towards the end of August, so the new moon is for August 4th. The full moon is August 19th. Now that is what you should be watching out for, because that's going to set in motion many different events that are going to be difficult to process, that is going to be difficult to kind of accept. And so it's important for you to be on guard. The Knight of Swords has the energy of alertness. You're going to be alert towards the end of August. You're going to have to make decisions one after another, which means you have to be prepared. This is why I suggested that you do self-care throughout the month of August, because it's going to pay off towards the end of August. But you will be definitely functioning towards the end of August very disciplined. You're going to have to make a lot of decisions that are going to be coming at you fast. You're going to be juggling a lot of things. It's important for you to remember to be assertive and to use that power, rather than feel like you are an imposter or something. You're it. you are what we have. So you have to, Capricorn, pick up that mantle and lead the others, because you have the experience, the knowledge, the fortitude, the ambition, the understanding, the depth of character in order to bring about a lot of, in order to help people, avoid all kinds of unpleasantries. The time is going to feel like very short. You're gonna start to feel after the 15th of August that time is running out, that time is of the essence, that there's that deadline pressure, time pressure that's gonna put a certain amount of stress on you for sure towards the end of August. You're not going to have much free time at all. So I suggest that you try and do the things that you want and enjoy a barbecue or, a hike or something in the beginning part of August that will help you kind of relax, de-stress, and so on and so forth. Because come the end of August, it's going to be a pressure cooker. Yes, you're going to, be in a very powerful position, but you're also going to feel a lot of stress, because power comes with responsibilities. And so, even though you are going to be rewarded very handsomely for all the efforts you've done in the past, you're also going to feel the pressure to maintain that abundance. You're going to feel the pressure to kind of make that happen again. So it's important for you to stay calm and to, stay committed to the task at hand. But also remember, the old structure is crumbling, and it's going to not go quietly into the night. It's going to make some noise. It's going to make some unpleasant thing. It's going to do some unpleasant things. There's something in the air almost. Everyone's waiting, what's about to pop off, if you will. So make sure to look on the inside for answers, and, remember that your internal strength is the most important, the most valuable thing that you have and that you own. Because if you're looking to answers on the outside, you're not going to find them. The answers are on the inside. And don't look to exterior authority to tell you what to do or how to live. You know what to do. You know how to live. I also pulled a Shaman's Dream Oracle card. We've got Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Definitely things are going to start moving fast. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a harbinger of change. So there's change coming. And so it's up to you to remain steadfast, in control, and on your throne. Even though the change is coming in on the outside, you're still in power. Because your power comes from within. I also pulled an angel, angel and ancestor oracle card, and we've got stag, trust and thrive. This means stag, when you see the image of the stag, male deer, I think it is, there's something wonderful coming your way, some kind of a miracle. So you are very much protected. This is a very good sign that whatever it is that you are afraid of right now is going to be fine. It's going to pass right by you without, having an impact on you. You are fine. This is a very big sign that you're going to be fine, no matter what, in the month of August. I also pulled 3 tea leaf cards. We've got grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. So yeah, you have to be very sensitive to people around you. So, some people who are super sensitive need you to talk to them more and make them feel better. Others, you need to talk less and make them feel better through action. You got to read people. You got to be aware of their differences and how they handle new information. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. But I mean, Capricorn, you are exceptionally strong, exceptionally powerful. So you're going to be fine. You're protected. You have a miracle on your side, and the divine knows that you're super important. And so you are protected. You know how in like movies, there's a big natural disaster and some people knock on the door and they say, your name has been selected to come with us, where you'll be protected. This is exactly what this is. Your name has been selected. You're coming with the divine. You're going to be protected. Or I should say the divine is coming with you. Because you're very, very important. I also pulled one last tea leaf card, and we have wealth. So the month of August is going to be, this is what I mean, is going to be an interesting one because you will receive abundance, but at the same time, it may make you feel less happy because of everything that's going to be happening around you, especially on August 19th. Everyone I know is warning about that date. Everyone I know is warning about that full moon. Watch that date. Try not to travel, try to be at home. Try to do things in a smart way. Be prepared. Stock up. Buy extra food, and everything's fine as long as you just do things in that type of way. You should be just fine. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for visiting me today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.